Well, it is time for some taco talk. I'm always down for this.
Yeah.
Roscoe's Tacos in Greenwood is making its triumphant return after closing during the pandemic.
The tacos are your favorite food, and I'm with you on these. They sound great. Carlos, though, you've been teasing all the fun you had visiting there this week. This place is stuff a legend down on the south side in Greenwood. So the question is, did you get any tacos?
No, I didn't. They didn't, because they haven't made me yet, because they don't reopen until mid-July, and I was kind of bummed. I know, I was like, you got any tacos? But I'll tell you what happened, okay? So Rita and Roscoe Townsend, they own Roscoe's Tacos, and they had to close their business in March because of COVID-19. People in Greenwood have been clamoring for them to reopen so much. So I said, I had the great idea, let's have you sit outside, because you've announced that you're going to reopen. This has never happened in my 30 years of broadcasting. We're right here over next to Madison Avenue and Smith Valley Road between US 31 and Madison. People were driving by during the interview, honking like crazy during the interview. At one point I said, to heck with it, just let the honks happen. I'm not gonna re-ask the questions over and over again. So as you watch this package, count how many honks you hear in the background, because people in Greenwood love Roscoe's Tacos. How long has Roscoe's Tacos been here on the south side?
We opened in 1996, 25 years ago.
What happened when coronavirus restrictions went in place?
Well, when the governor said takeout was our only option, we looked at the size of our restaurant and we felt like it was better off for everyone if we just stopped.
So you guys didn't feel that you could operate solely on takeout alone?
We're too small. I mean, we just couldn't do it.
When you lose half of the revenue, it's not sustainable for any restaurant.
But you guys were prepared to shut it down forever?
Yes.
Yes. It was scary.
So were there tears?
Oh my goodness, yes. A lot.
So what was the inspiration on Roscoe's Tacos reopening?
A lot of it was the community sending me message saying how much they missed us and telling the stories about how they grew up here and now their kids are coming in eating and how special it was and how sad they are. And so we got a little bit of money from friends and family who has helped us, fundraiser from a customer. And we just decided that let's do it. Let's serve the community Roscoe's Tacos again.
So how did it make you feel when everyone on social media was so happy to have you back?
It's been overwhelming. I mean, heartfelt overwhelming. It's just, my phone goes ding, ding, ding all the time. It's just crazy. Sitting in bed and he's like, oh, guess you're answering messages again. I'm like, yeah.
When it's everyday business to us, it has a different meaning to the people who come in as customers. They can't get this particular products anywhere else. We're looking forward to a big turnout when we reopen.
So there were tears when you guys had to close down, and there were tears of happiness when you got to reopen?
Yeah, like when I'm reading some of the message, Roscoe come in the office like, what's wrong? I said, I'm just reading the messages. So I said, here, read it.
It's very emotional, it really is.
They've been very kind.
I received an email from a guy named Alex. He really laid it out. It really got to me.
He read it to all of us and we're all just like crying. It's just like, this is so great.
It must feel good when people are honking their horn like crazy when they're driving by here.
Great, great. Scared as well, I mean, because I know it's going to be huge.
We might have to set a tent up out here.
Right.
So one thing Hoosiers love, they love tradition. Is the tradition of Roscoe Tacos, is that the reason you guys are reopening?
You can't get it anywhere else.
You can't.
And it's not fair to take it away.
And here's the thing, with that interview, there were so many more honks that I had to edit out just so you wouldn't be going crazy, like there's too many honks going on during the interview. We counted dozens of honks when the interview was going on. That's how much people love Roscoe and Rita here in Greenwood. And so I know everyone's asking. I had 3 people pull up during the package. When are they going to reopen? All right, so they're saying mid-July now because of the announcement yesterday that they can't open back up at 100%. They cannot reopen and do business until they're up at 100%. So they're looking at mid-July as far as reopening. But Ben and Julia, people are clamoring for Roscoe's Tacos to reopening, and it just goes to prove that Hoosiers, if they love something, they're going to get it back.
Yeah, especially there on the south side. And Carlos, what I love about this story, you've talked to so many local business owners throughout this pandemic, right? And I think a lot of us consumers just assume, well, they can still do carryout, they're going to be just fine. But they were really honest and said, look, that's probably just a drop in the bucket for us. We'd love to, we just don't have the ability to do that.
Well, and that's the thing that people don't realize is when you talk about running at half of your revenue, so are you saying that, that you can survive on half of your revenue? Because if you can, that means you're making double the revenue when you're at full capacity, and that's not the case. So yeah, a lot of small businesses, when you say you have to cut it in half, they say we can't cut it at all.
Right. Well, just promise me when they do reopen, you will get us some of these tacos.
I miss, Julia, I miss the days when I would do a food story and then I'd go, and Julia, here are some tacos.
So do we. So
Yeah,
do
we do.
All right, Carlos. Hey, thank you. I'm so
Another
happy.
honk. Another honk.
Yes,
Oh, we love
that's
it.
great. That's perfect.